Do it like they do on Balmung, they say. Welcome to the Ultimate Traveler's Guide for Balmung, where we're going to be talking about all of the things that you need to know to make the most out of your vacation to the single most exotic server in all of Final Fantasy XIV. Balmung has world-renowned attractions such as the legendary Billboard, the quicksand Limsa Lumin's shout chat, and so much more. Truly, you cannot go wrong when you choose to book your travels with Balmung. So first things first is that you need to at least try and look the part of a Balmung player. The most essential thing about the clothes of Balmungers is gonna be that they have a massive emphasis on their characters' assets. The main point of their glamour is less to do with the quality of the clothing, assets, and textures of the clothing, and significantly more about how that clothing, how that glamour can be used to emphasize those character assets. But this does come with a massive disclaimer that I don't really think that they see the same thing that you do on their screen, if you catch my drift. But in the name of the great Yoshi P, we can certainly try our best to look the part of the local Balmung culture. So this is but one of many potential glamours that will work absolutely perfectly to fit on Balmung, and this is going to be my Paladin glamour that makes use of the extremely iconic Ash Makada Hoodle, which I apologize, I cannot pronounce it correctly, but you know what, it is a very, very iconic weapon that most people will recognize instantly. But in it, you can also make use of the extremely Balmung-esque attire, mostly from the Shadowbringers Yorha Dark Apocalypse Alliance raids. Your headgear is the Yorha Type 53 headband. Your body, hands, ears, and rings are all going to be from the Emperor's New set, like the Emperor's New earrings, for example, just to hide those pesky item appearances. The legs are very important. From the Yorha raids is going to be the number 2 Type 2B leggings dyed to taste. Boots are going to be the Yorha Type 55 thigh boots. Necklace is also extremely iconic, Nomad's Choker Offending. However, I do need to specify here that if you have it, and if you don't, you should try and farm it out, that the Namizu belt is also extremely good choice, not only because it looks great, but also because it signifies to everyone a very important thing. And it is also a really good choice, but it is also commonly referred to as the bottom. But yeah, as you can obviously tell, a lot of Yorha Alliance raid items. I'm not particularly sure why Balmung likes this set so much, but it does seem to really appeal to the locals. Another fantastic option is that the brand new streetwear set offers a very iconic top that can be used to also enhance the character's assets. Sometimes the Emperor's New robe is not necessarily the best choice, and this can be used to focalize what you really want everyone to have an emphasis on. Like, I think that these shoes are just absolutely amazing, and I do think that they go really well with a bunch of different dyes. There are so many different options here, guys. Now that you have the look, it's important to be able to walk the walk like a Balmung local. In general, figure out where your keybind for toggling walk or run on and off is. It's going to be very important for immersion to slowly walk at times. I'm still not exactly sure why though, but apparently that is very, very important. But more important than that is that you get the following emotes, and some of them are automatically given to your character, others might take a little work to get. First up is that you need to learn how to dab on them hoes, and by hoes I mean friends. So pick up the ever essential dab emote, the so-called Black Ranger emote from the Mog Station. It is 100% worth it. Next on the list is the change pose or C pose in the chat box. This is especially important when paired up with sitting. This is a default emote, thankfully, since it's so important. Breast control, squats, push-ups, and sit-ups are all very critical staples for the Balmung resident and visitor, and these are obtained from the Squadron command mission table. And this is something that you definitely don't want to overlook. This content, definitely worth your time. It is an essential. The charmed emote is vital for indicating your affection for someone else and is obtained by doing the Stormblood and Antibeast tribe quests. In a similar idea, the Dote emote is also a staple for shooting your Balmung friends with hearts to let you know that you really, really like their personality. Next is required for you to show the world that you are a sweet, innocent individual with an emote. This is acquired from completing the Stormblood Extreme Trials questline from the Four Lords up to Suzaku the Firebird. Now lastly on my list of essentials to act like a Balmung player is the Sweat emote, which is obtained through the Stormblood Deep Dungeon Heaven on High from the Custodian. Philosophers are still going to have to work on that one of why the Custodian's the one that gives you the Sweat emote, but it is that. Which now leads us into the destinations to go to on Balmung, and so obviously Limsa Lumin's is going to be number 1 for its shout chat, but that's not going to shock too many people. But what does shock a lot of people is that we actually have a massive presence on Balmung in Ul'dah. The quicksand is massive, absolutely ridiculously massive, to the point of it being very wild. To put it simply, you can find everything that you want here, and more. for better or worse. And lastly, the traveler's attraction that everyone has probably actually been waiting for if they haven't skipped on this video. The Billboard place. I don't know what else to call it. Which, when I went to it at this time I'm doing this video, is at 1 o'clock a.m. my time. It is a source still of non-stop action and adventure, and there are so many people here. Like, it's 1 o'clock a.m. on a workday, and I feel happy to know that I am not the only person who both works a job and is an absolute degenerate. Truly, the Billboard house is incredible and has brought this community together. Even if it is absolutely for the wrong fucking reasons. Now, lastly is where I've been thinking I might sing something, and I tried, but I don't feel great right now, as my voice probably indicates. I'm a little sick right now, don't worry, it's not the thing. It's not the thing, it's just a normal thing. But so my singing voice, my point is, would indeed bring the end of days, so I'm gonna save you all that, but instead I'm gonna give you a few terms that the locals seem to really resonate with. Obviously this is not going to be an exhaustive list, because this would literally be like over 30 minutes long just to do just the terms, but we're going to go over a few of the most important ones here. First up is kawaii, which means cute in Japanese. Dezu is going to be something that Balmung seems to add onto the end of literally everything, which I have indeed confirmed by talking to so many of my Japanese friends is not the correct usage of it, but regardless, that is what Balmung does. Uwu is used on Balmung and doesn't always refer to the ultimate raid. That is said by pretty much almost every single Balmung local, and I think it might be some sort of greeting or some sort of initiation of something. I'm not 100% sure anymore. Owo is another term used on Balmung, and it usually seems to be used as a reactionary term, usually in shock or surprise or in recognition of something. Maybe even like having an epiphany, just be like, oh my god, I've like read this like scholarly article, oh whoa. I'm trying so hard to say that with a straight face. But I can't emphasize enough, like, those should get you going on Balmung, at least for just a basic tourist guide. But there are many other terms like senpai, and like this list is far from exhaustive. You have oni-chan, you have like just so many different things, and a comprehensive list would be easily half an hour on its own, so we're just gonna cut it short here. But one thing that is essential to do is that you should always try and make your voice higher pitched when you saying these things. See, I'm at an advantage of this because my voice is perpetually squeaky. But to give some examples, these terms are often combined together into phrases such as "Daddy, I'm your kawaii little flower, why don't you just desu?" Or another common greeting would be walking up to one and being like Anyhow, that does it for the Ultimate Traveler's Guide to Balmung, and I hope that you learned a lot from this video. Also, I want to burn and delete this video, and I haven't even fucking started. I love you all too much. This is so fucking stupid. Whoa.